Hey, what's up guys? This is Tariq here from smartbytrainers.com. Thanks for tuning in. If this is your first time here and you want to learn more about indoor training, smart trainers, and fitness tech, then consider subscribing and hit that bell icon to get notified when I upload new videos. And if you enjoy this video or find it helpful, I would appreciate it if you hit the like button and let me know if you have any questions or thoughts in the comments section below. So the topic for today's video is a little bit different. I don't usually talk about cameras here, but this is sort of bike related, and also I have been asked about some of the video shots that I have used in some of my videos, like this shot right here. So in this shot I am riding and it looks like someone is riding in front of me with a camera. So it's like I'm riding and have my own camera crew. I wish that was the case. That would make my job a lot easier. This is just a one-man shop and I do everything from camera work, editing, publishing, etc. So this is the Insta360 ONE X camera. You might have heard of it or seen it. It has been around for a while, so it is nothing new. Casey Neistat used it in some of his videos. Potato Jet, Peter McKinnon, and a bunch of other YouTubers did a review on it. So this is not going to be a full in-depth review on this camera. There are plenty of them out there. And I just wanted to talk to you about how I use this camera and spill the beans on how I shot some of these videos. So if you are into making dope videos for YouTube channel or upload some cool shots for your Instagram account or any social media platform, then stick around. Or possibly just want that peace of mind when cycling and want to be able to capture those scary incidents that we keep hearing more and more about because of distracted drivers, angry drivers that do not want to share the road with cyclists. I will show you why this camera might be a great one for that. So I've never used a 360 camera before. I didn't think I have a use for them, but this thing changed my mind and I have been using it more and more than I thought I would. So what makes this Insta360 camera so good? Basically, the software. Sure, there are a bunch of other 360 cameras out there. They're either way too expensive or make crappy videos or too difficult to work with. As of today, I think the Insta360 is probably one of the best 360 cameras that you can buy today. It has two lenses, front and back, and it will capture everything around you. You don't need to worry about where the lens is pointing or framing your shot. Just place it anywhere and it will capture everything for you. And everything will be stitched together when you look at the footage, and you don't need to do any much in post-processing. So in post-processing, all you need to do is point to where you want the camera or what you want to show in the final clip. So I bought the bike bundle, and one of the other best thing about this camera is its price and all the different accessories and things that comes with it. So I paid a little over $450 for the camera and bike bundle. The camera alone is $400 and the bike bundle costs only $50. And I say only because the amount of stuff that comes with it will blow you away. One small accessory from GoPro can cost you well over $50. And I'll have a link to the bike bundle and the camera down in the description below. And also, this is a good time to mention that Insta360 did not send me anything. I bought this thing myself. And they didn't ask me to do anything. They don't even know anything about me. This is just me talking to you about a product that I have been using and I actually like. So I already opened the box, and but the camera comes in the box with an SD card that goes somewhere right here, and there's a battery that goes right here, and also the USB or a mini USB charger that goes right here. And per specs, the camera should last about 60 minutes, but it lasts me about 40 minutes or so, continuous recording. But you can have a battery, backup battery if you want, and just connect it and it will continue running and use that battery backup. So let me show you what came in the box. Again, like I opened the box before, but this is basically everything that came with the box, and there's still stuff that I have upstairs. But basically you get all these different mounts. This is a chest strap, and this is a pouch to put the camera in. This is great because the lens can get scratched pretty easily. You see how it's kind of like it has a fish eye shape to it, and it can get scratched if you drop it. So this is a great pouch just to protect the camera. And also you got all these different mounts. These are compatible with GoPro as well. This is a seat mount, you have helmet mounts, you have all kind of different mounts, and I also have another stick or a selfie stick that I use usually under the Garmin mount, the K-Edge mount that I have that I usually use for my GoPro Hero 7. So, and this thing is called the invisible stick, and it's called invisible stick because in post-processing, you're not gonna see the stick, and it's pretty long. You can just attach the camera right here and extend it, and you can capture some amazing footage with this. You can also, if you want to be creative, use one of those helmet mounts and attach the camera on top of the helmet like this. And now you got this little weird thing sticking out of your helmet like this, and people's gonna look at you and wonder what the hell are you doing. But if you do not want to look weird, you can just attach the camera directly onto this helmet mount and leave it like that. You can extend it forward or bring it backward, and it can take some really cool shots that way. It will look like somebody's over you while you're riding and taking a video footage of you. They also include USB charger, a mini USB charger, and a charger or a USB to your laptop, and another cable for to connect from this mini USB to your phone, lightning adapter to connect directly to your iPhone, for example. So it is crazy what you get with this camera and all these different tools and mounting options, all for $50. So with all these mounts, you can be very creative. I've mounted it on the helmet, like I showed you a minute ago, on the top tube, and in the front handlebar. So in this shot, the camera was mounted right in front of me using the GoPro mount, right under my Wahoo Element using the invisible stick. As you see, I started the shot with the camera pointing to the sky, then moved it to the front and got a front view, then ended the shot with the camera pointing at me. So it looks like I am moving the camera all around, but I'm actually doing nothing, just riding both hands on the handlebar and paying full attention to the road. And all this was done in post, and I will show you how easy it is to do that in the app in just a bit. So in the app, you can look around to see how you want to frame the shot. Then just hold down and press down on the to place a pivot point. Then play the clip and place another pivot point somewhere else. And let's place another pivot point here and add a globe effect. Save and export it. And that's basically it. And now you have a video clip that you can use on your YouTube channel or upload to Instagram or your social media account. And they also have a desktop app for Mac and PC, which you can use if you prefer to do that. But honestly, their app works so well that I found myself just using the app instead to make all my edits, then export it to my Final Cut Pro and finish editing there. So this is all cool for content creator or your Instagram account. But the really cool thing about this camera is that it can capture those scary incidents that can happen when you are out on the road. So here's a shot of me the other day riding, and this guy came and passed me very close in his big truck. So the crazy part is I had this camera mounted right on the top tube, so it was kind of between my legs, no pun intended. But when I went to look at the recording, I was able to point the camera back at the truck, and you can clearly see that he did not have a front license plate. So now I can just follow his truck to see the rear license plate. Now it is hard to see his license plate that way, but you can save this frame as a photo, and now I can zoom all in and clearly make out his license plate number. But if something happened to me and I wanted to report it, I have the full story in a video that I can take to the police and report this incident. And the other thing you can do in the app is track an object. So you can just use this track feature and the app will track the object, whether it's a car or a person. You can also overlay GPS data. You have to have your phone with you for this to work, and the phone has to be open and unlocked for this to work. You can add a map, speed, GPS location, direction, but you can't pair it to third-party devices like a power meter to display power data. And because you have to have your phone open for this to work, I found this feature to be unusable. As soon as you put the phone in your pocket, your phone is going to lock and it will stop recording. So it's really difficult to use, and I failed almost every time I tried to use it. So it's an option that is there. It can be used and it works, but it can be improved. The stabilization is amazingly good. I found it to be just as good as the GoPro Hero 7. There's also this hyperlapse feature with motion blur that is really cool. With hyperlapse, in post-processing, select hyperlapse and it will speed up the clip recording to 16 times, and then you can add a motion blur to it. So you'll be in focus and everything around you will have this cool blur effect. Very cool. And here's a quick tip for you. This little screen here can be very hard to see and hard to work with, especially when you are outside under bright sunlight. You can enable quick capture mode under settings and it will turn on immediately as soon as you press the shutter speed and start recording. And to enable that, hold down the select button, which is the small button at the bottom, to turn it on, and press again until you see the gear icon. Press the shutter button until you see the little exclamation mark icon. Press the little button to navigate down to quick cap. Then press the shutter button to turn it on. Then press the little button to navigate down to done. Now select the video camera icon and leave it there and power it down. Now next time you want to quickly turn it on and start recording, just press and hold down the shutter button. When you are done recording, press the shutter button again to stop recording. So who is this camera for? Well, if you want to take some really cool photos and videos for your Instagram account, or if you are a creator and want to take some really cool impossible shots for your YouTube channel, or if you just want that peace of mind and maybe you have a short commute, nothing more than 40 minutes or so, this camera is awesome for that. Now, there might be a better option if you just want a dedicated dash cam with accident detection, better battery life, and waterproofing, like the one from Cyclic. I would probably recommend that one over this if you want a dedicated dash cam just for accident detection and record incidents. But this one is small, priced very well, super easy to use. There's just so much you can do with this little camera. It's just a fun little camera to use and take with you on vacations and group rides. And okay, that's all I have. And remember, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and share this video, and see you in the next video.